What's up everybody, D-Man back. Welcome to a brand new video, and today we're going to be doing another Godzilla News Updates. This one's not going to be solely focused on Shin Godzilla, this one's also going to delve into the legendary Godzilla news, so be prepared for all of that stuff. I'm going to try and get the Shin Godzilla stuff done quickly because it's not as relevant, obviously, with the movie already being out. It's out on DVD and Blu-ray in Japan. It's kind of old news, so I really want to get through all the Shin Godzilla stuff so we can get into the Godzilla 2014 stuff. Let's do it. So starting out with Shin Godzilla, it was brought to my attention that I've never actually mentioned this statue on the channel before. There's actually a statue crossed over with Shin Godzilla in Evangelion. This has been around for a long time, it's nothing new, but the fact that I never mentioned it before, I mean, I've covered every other bit of news in the universe that deals with this movie, so I figured I might as well talk about this, even if I'm not going to go too in-depth with it. I think it looks cool, you know, it looks pretty sweet. Shout out to Arul Orbis, who actually helped out by sending me a ton of Godzilla Universal stuff that he got to see, and he sent me a ton of pictures of the Godzilla Universal stuff that I haven't seen before. Starting out, of course, we have this picture of the Universal, the Universal Japan, kind of all the big attractions together, including Godzilla. You have some Godzilla backpacks, you know, you have those little bobblehead kind of things, those kind of snow globe type things. I don't quite know what they are. They're little knickknacks. You have the Godzilla dumplings, you have Godzilla Legos, and that's it. It's to advertise for the Universal Japan 4D Godzilla experience, which is, you know, pretty awesome that there is one of those. Recently, a book came out in Japan called Godzilla Generations, or rather, Shin Godzilla Generations. This book was very similar to the kind of thing that we saw with The Art of Shin Godzilla. From what I could tell, it talks a lot about production background and kind of the history of the movie and things like that. I don't quite know what else it contains, what makes it different than The Art of Shin Godzilla. I would really like to know. Maybe I'll get my hands on both one day. I don't have The Art of Shin Godzilla yet, so I'm not going to make any promises here, but I just think it's cool that we got another Shin Godzilla book. Thank you, Eric Wilson, for sending me this on Facebook. It's a Shin Godzilla custom figure type model of the little things that come off the tail at the end of Shin Godzilla. Really quickly, I wanted to mention the fact that this on screen is my Shin Godzilla 4K. It is coming to America currently. Hasn't arrived yet, I'm still waiting for it, but it should get here within the next few weeks, so I can do a review and breakdown of everything new, different, all the special features and everything included with the 4K DVD, as well as talk about, you know, just how great it looks in 4K. Cannot wait to get my hands on this. I ordered it through a friend from Japan, so it should be here fairly soon, and I will get lots of content about it out when it gets here. One of the special features that's actually on YouTube now that you guys can all go check out is the second technical Shin Godzilla trailer, which us Americans never got to see. So there was a lot of music used in the TV spots that a lot of us really wanted to know where it came from. Now, we actually know now where it comes from. It comes from the second trailer for Shin Godzilla, not the teaser trailer that came out around a year ago, but it actually came from a second trailer that only played in Japanese theaters. This trailer is just now being seen by Americans, and it is amazing. There's so much crammed in it.
It's a DOE's codename, Godzilla.
Godzilla.
It would have been one of those things that would have been really special to try and break down and figure out what all is going on, because it contains a ton of information, and it's just a really great trailer, very good editing, and the music's on point. We also saw a Shin Godzilla trailer for Korea a little bit ago in one of the most recent news updates. It is also really good. I know a lot of people don't care about these Shin Godzilla trailers. I just think it's something that's really cool, considering the fact that the movie was just one of the most important movies of my life, considering it changed it all. Now I'm doing YouTube, and I really wasn't doing YouTube on the same scale as I was before Shin Godzilla, so I owe a lot to that movie, and it will forever be the thing that really changed my life. So, of course, links down below to the DVD information if you want to get your own and everything like that. Really quickly, I wanted to announce the fact that I ordered both the SH Monster Arts Kamata-kun and Shinagawa-kun, as well as the SH Monster Arts Awakening version for Godzilla. Now, my Awakening version for Godzilla sadly was canceled. I really am kind of bummed because I only spent around $200 on it. With shipping, I spent around $230 to $250 on the figure, which is actually a fairly low price for this figure. Now, I was really happy about that. I got my order in fairly early, but the company I ordered it from was a third party on eBay, and they actually overbooked themselves. They're an actual company, which is why this shocked me. They overbooked themselves, and so they presumably selected people at random and just kind of got rid of their orders, and that included mine. I got my money back, luckily, but it is disappointing that my pick was kind of randomly selected and thrown off the airplane, so to speak, due to this overbooking that this company seemed to do on accident, just because they couldn't calculate, you know, we should probably order the figures from Monster Arts first before, you know, we actually sell the figures, you know. So it is disappointing, but there's nothing I can do about it. So I just kind of turned around, put a lot of that money towards charity that I got back, and that will be talked about in a future updates video that should be coming out real soon. The reason why I donated to charity instead of doing it for myself. I actually got another paycheck from work, so I did put a lot of that money, around $350, towards a new Shin Godzilla Awakening version so that I can review it on the channel. I really want to get it, considering there's a lot of controversy surrounding the tail, and you know, we kind of got to cover that because that is a big point on this channel that we have beaten to death, and it has beaten me to death. SH Monster Arts also updated their website to add some crazy new things. Alright, so this is just freaking awesome. I'm not going to get them, but man, do I like to look at them. So I would really like this. This Mechagodzilla poster version looks incredible. So they put new pictures out for the Mechagodzilla poster version from Godzilla vs. Mechagodzilla II from the Heisei series. The Mechagodzilla contains multiple new attachments with the accessories. It has a new back attachment similar to what's seen in the movie, but pretty different in the fact that this is a very stylized version of Mechagodzilla. You also have a new foot weapon, which detaches from him, and then it drives around like a little tank, and it shoots missiles and everything. You know, there's not actual missiles that it's shooting, but that's what those are. They're big missile launchers. You have it in a weaponized state, and then you have a driving state. And then Mechagodzilla himself looks really, really cool. So overall, I just think this, they hit this one as a home run. They really knocked it out of the park. It looks incredible. They also updated their website to add another figure. I'm not too fond on this one. I'm going to kind of stay out of it because it doesn't look great. It's the Godzilla poster version from presumably the same movie. It's just called Godzilla poster version. It's a Heisei Godzilla design. It's a Heisei repaint. Very green, very brown, and very blue dorsal fins. It looks decent at best. I'm not really big on it. Now, the Mechagodzilla is about $160, but you can actually get this Godzilla poster version for about $70, so he's actually at a fairly cheap price for SH Monster Arts. SH Monster Arts also updated their website to add a new figure, a new Mothra collection, so I might actually get my hands on this one. Really excited for it because I don't own a Mothra figure. I would like to, but I don't. So this one's actually a bundle pack. It comes with not only a Mothra larva, but it also comes with Mothra full-grown herself. This is actually a repaint, a special color version, meaning it comes with accessories, which is the two big beams that Mothra shoots out of her antenna in the Heisei series. So the reason this one's pretty cool is because it's a lot more detailed than the original Mothra release, and it also comes with the accessories. Now, that also means it's a bit more expensive. This one's around $100 for me ordering it from Japan, and through a third party, it's going to be upwards of $100, so I'm looking at like $150 to $120-ish in that range, so I'm definitely going to have to wait until I get my Shin Godzilla Awakening version paid off before I actually go out and make a decision to buy this Mothra figure. But the cool thing about it is that it's a lot more detailed than the original. However, I do prefer the original's face sculpt over this one. The eyes were a lot more blue, but overall, this is a much better paint job, and so I'm pretty excited for it. Necca's Shin Godzilla had their release recently. Now, this hasn't come out in retail stores yet, but just as of today, a lot of people have been receiving their pre-ordered Necca Shin Godzilla figures, so anyone who pre-ordered your Mechagodzilla, I know a lot of people are very happy about these figures. They really like the way they turned out. I'm personally not sold on it. I don't like the sculpt. I think the head looks weird. I don't like the membrane inside the mouth. He has a weird dorsal fin on the top of his head, and I already owned the SH Monsters version with a decent paint job. A lot of people really don't have good paint jobs on their SHMA. I do. I don't have to worry about that, and I'm probably gonna get this Necca Shin Godzilla, assuming I see it in stores. Maybe I go to Toys R Us. I don't go there, like, ever, but if I go there, you know, looking for a birthday present for my little brother, maybe I'll pick one up. Other than that, I really can't see myself running into one in a store, so I don't think I'm going to be getting one, but everyone who did get one, I'm really glad you guys like them. I'm happy that they turned out quality, so, you know, if you really want, go buy your Necca Shin Godzilla. They're around $20 to $25, and you can order them online today. They should come to you sooner than they should come to everyone else in stores, because I don't know. I guess they're shipping them online before they hit retail stores. There's been some recent announcements with Godzilla King of the Monsters that comes out in 2019. I really want to talk about these because they do mean quite a bit for the movie. So covering what we already knew up to this point, Vera Farman has already joined the cast, and I'm sure I messed up her last name, but she's already joined the cast for Godzilla King of the Monsters. She is famous from movies such as The Boy in the Striped Pajamas, as well as The Conjuring, among many other things. She's a very famous actress. I'm sure you've heard of her. Millie Bobby Brown from Stranger Things fame has also come on the cast. Ken Watanabe is confirmed to be coming back as the only returning cast member as of now from the original Godzilla 2014. I would appreciate if we saw maybe the military, maybe the Colonel, if he came back, or if we saw Serizawa's assistant, maybe if she came back. I'd like to see them, but I'm really not going to be sad if they don't. Serizawa was really the only one that I was worried that wasn't coming back. Other people that I would really, really enjoy seeing come back for this movie would be Corey Hawkins, Houston Brooks from Kong Skull Island. I would like to see a very old version of that character, as we're seeing in the recent Kong Skull Island Birth of Kong comic book that came out. I don't know. I think that'd be really cool to see kind of the two worlds collide in that sort of way, where you have these two Monarch agents who have both worked with giant monsters of different levels in different situations, obviously. I would like to see the two of them meet. I think that'd be a very, very cool situation. Now, some pretty old news is Kyle Chandler from King Kong 2005. He plays Bruce Baxter in that movie, as well as Super 8, has joined the cast for Godzilla King of the Monsters. I'm pretty excited about that. I really liked him in Kong 05, and I also thought he was a good character in Super 8. Now, he plays the dad/cop in Super 8, and it's been a while since I've seen that movie, but I definitely remember liking him. That could just be because I was little and it was kind of fresh off Kong 05, so maybe that was the only reason I liked him, but I remember him being a good actor, so I'm not disappointed in him returning. Ashia Hins, who I've never heard of in my life, has joined the cast for Godzilla King of the Monsters. I really can't say anything about her because I don't know anything about her. Some people are, you know, happy about this, I guess. Some people maybe not. I don't know. I've never heard of her. O'Sheen Jackson Jr. has also joined the cast, or maybe O'Sheen, I don't know. O'Sheen, I don't know how to say his name, has also joined the cast for this movie. He's famous for playing Ice Cube in Straight Outta Compton, which is also pretty cool because we also had people from Straight Outta Compton play characters in Kong Skull Island, like Jason Mitchell, so it'd be really cool to see, you know, he's also a survivor from Skull Island, so it'd also be really cool to see those two actors kind of reunite in a new movie, assuming we're going to have any direct tie-overs from Kong Skull Island, either in this movie or in Godzilla vs. Kong 2020. So Godzilla King of the Monsters now has an official working title. So the working title for this movie is just called Fathom. Now, Fathom has had a ton of casting calls coming out recently, including senators, bounty hunters, and submarine crew, as well as real pilots, real ship crew, admirals, generals, young girls who can presumably do the stunt work for Millie Bobby Brown, or at least fill in for her character as, I think they're saying like body doubles, strong women, military women, as well as women with tactical training between the ages of 18 and 40, and many, many more.
Fathom. Could it be a working title? I don't know. But it's Cotrette & Associates. Now here's the deal. This is a photo double who have experience on a ship or a submarine, part of their crew.
How about female bodybuilders as well? Skateboarders, you get the idea. This is a big week as local casting directors are very, very needy.
Fathom is filming in the Atlanta area, so if you live there and, you know, you're eligible for any of these roles, go try them out. Maybe you could become an extra in a Godzilla movie. That'd be awesome. Clearly I can't. I don't live in Atlanta, otherwise I'd be at the set of The Walking Dead all the time. They made a brand new huge sound stage, like a huge backlot stage for it. Hope we get some on-location filming as we got with Godzilla 2014 and Kong Skull Island, but I'll take what I can get, I guess.
And we're doing some final soundproofing things.
The finishing touches are some of the most important at the new Black Hall Studios, making this the largest production facility with an Atlanta address. He couldn't talk about the film, but industry insiders confirm it's Godzilla II.
Because we can't have anything be wrong. It's got to be a great experience.
Millie Bobby Brown has kind of alluded to the fact that she may come back for a future Godzilla movie. She's also said Godzilla King of the Monsters is a really good movie and she wants all of us to see it. She talked about how she'll be like 17 if she does a sequel to this movie, so her character's gonna make it out of there alive.
Godzilla is incredible. So excited for you guys to see it. I'm gonna be 15 when the movie comes out, and then to do another movie, I'd be 17.
You know, I didn't really think she wouldn't. She's a really high-profile actress, Bryan Cranston, but she's also really young, and so movies don't really kill off really young characters like that if they're main characters who are very important. But, you know, you never know, do you? Barn Christopher got a mini interview with Millie Bobby Brown, and he talked to her about Godzilla, and she seems really excited for the project. She even posed for some pictures with the Godzilla toy that he brought for her, so it looks like she's all on board for it. She said she joined because she had a friend working on the project, and so she kind of got invested in it, and through her connections from her popularity on Netflix's Stranger Things, as well as that person she knew working on the movie, she actually got cast as a main character in the movie. So I'm sure that's a very, very cool experience. Of course, I would love to be in a Godzilla movie, as I'm sure many of you would, so it's, you know, good for her, man. I mean, that's really cool. She's great. She's a great actress. She kills it in Stranger Things, so she really deserves this, and I cannot wait to see what they do with Godzilla King of the Monsters. Final bit of news is that there was some pre-2014 Godzilla concept art released. It just shows a different version of a more reptilian, amphibian version of Godzilla. I don't really like this design at all. I'm glad they went with what they went with. We also see a very, very drastically different design of King Ghidorah. He walks on all fours. He is crazy different. It looks like he has more hands now. He looks like Smaug from The Hobbit, but he has 3 heads and 3 tails. Now, I'm really, really, really glad that from what we've seen in Kong Skull Island, they went with a very traditional Ghidorah, because that would have made me mad. That would have been like Shin Godzilla shooting lasers out of his butt all over again. I would not have been happy. It would have taken me months to warm up to it. Then I probably would have warmed up to it. But I still would have been mad for a while there, and I'm glad they didn't go with that, or at least from what we can tell, they didn't go with that. And I'm gonna be upset if they actually do, you know, go with a very drastically different King Ghidorah that walks on all 4 legs. I just don't think it looks good. It doesn't look as menacing as just this giant mass form coming down on Godzilla. It doesn't look as scary. If he's on all 4s, he kind of looks like a dog at that point. He looks like any other, like Anguirus or any other animal that Godzilla just kind of tramples on. So I'm really hoping we just get this very massive, menacing space monster that just is gonna kill a lot of people. That does it for the news, guys. Thank you all for watching. I hope you enjoyed. See you guys next time. D-Man out.